School's out for summer and forever at Freeport's Aquin Catholic Academy. One family claims they're scrambling for where next to send their kids. Aquin said a final goodbye Friday to its dozens of students, ending 101 years of its Catholic education in the community. But WIFR's Nathaniel Langley learned some families brace for the loss of a connection to their school family.
So I was wearing football.
Vincent Jouffre flips through his past.
Oh my God, why did I have a full-on suit?
The 29-year-old revisits his yearbook from Aquin Catholic Academy.
That's my entire class.
Jouffre attended the Freeport private school from pre-K through high school.
Learning about God, learning about, the whole Catholic education was important, and not just the education itself, but, the community.
Alongside his partner, Santana Martinez, the pair send 3 kids to Aquin.
And I wanted that family-based school system, and obviously the smaller ratios.
But on Friday, the kiddos left their school one last time.
I feel heartbroken that this was the case.
On May 22nd, the Diocese of Rockford announced with just 39 kids enrolled in K through 8th, Aquin would close a week later.
Personally, I feel like the diocese handled this very poorly.
Bishop David Malloy said the decision came from an honest evaluation of what's best for the responsible stewardship of resources and souls.
They knew this was happening. They knew that this was the end goal. So why wait until, the last week of May?
How would you have rather seen it handled?
The statement that went out really felt heartfelt. It didn't feel like a statement that was going out to a school that has been there for over 100 years.
Very high school.
The family searches for a new private school, either miles away in Dixon or Monroe, Wisconsin.
If there's a chance that it can still be saved, I feel like it should be.
In Freeport, Nathaniel Langley, WIFR News.
Freeport area parishes and the Rockford Diocese say they're able to assist Aquin's 39 students to find an alternative for a Catholic education. The diocese declined interviews Friday, adding it was focused on wrapping the school year.